Good morning, children. Welcome back to the morning session of social studies. Children, in the earlier classes, we were trying to understand about the food gathering to food growing. So, as a part of this unit, we were still trying to understand about the food gathering. How the early people used to gather the food, we were trying to understand. As part of that, yesterday we have come across some important terminology like microliths. You remember what are microliths, children? It's an important term, children, microliths. What are microliths? Those are the sharp tools which were used in cutting the meat, in chopping the fruits, which has a wooden handles, isn't it? Those were the stone tools. The old Stone Age people, they used these tools, and as a handle they had bones and wood. So about those microliths, if we talk, these are the things which helped them to hunt easily and to cut the meat easily and to lead a little benefitable life. Today we learn about the paintings. The paintings of this early man, let us learn today. So when it comes to the paintings, children, the early people drew pictures of the animals and hunting scenes on the walls of many caves and even on the rock shelters wherever they stayed that night. They used to paint. So with what had they painted? They used to ground different colored stones. Grounding, you know, grounding. Okay. If you take a rock and keep on dragging on the another rock, it gets powdered. So different colored rocks they have grounded, and they mixed it with the animal fat, and with the help of a bamboo brush they started painting. And what kind of pictures they had painted? They painted the hunting scenes they have painted, and they have painted some kind of animal scenes they have painted. This painting, perhaps drawing pictures, also has some religious importance for them. That's the reason they used to paint, they used to draw these pictures. And you know, how did we come to know that they had painted with this? Because there are many rock art sites which were excavated, and some of them are present even in Telangana, children. In our place also some of them are present. Yes, even in Warangal, where do we live, also a rock art site is there. Very near to the Warangal headquarters at Pandavula Gutta. On the way to the Bhupalpalli, you can find a hilly region called as Pandavula Gutta. In that Pandavula Gutta, you find the rock art. It's early men had painted with the different colored stones they have painted, and still today they are surviving. You can imagine how old those pictures are, and still they are surviving. And in the same way, you can find some of the prehistoric people from the early ages, early Stone Age times lived in the Telangana region, in the places like Ekkala in Jayashankar district, Amrabad in Nagar Karnool district, and even Eleshwaram in Nalgonda district, and Ramagundam in Peddapalli district, Utnur in Adilabad district. In these areas, many excavations were conducted, and in these excavations we found the microliths. A number of microliths are found, and a large number of paintings are also found in the rock shelters. And it has put Telangana state even in the world rock art paintings site. Warangal has been put on the world map of rock art sites. Okay, that is Pandavula Gutta, which is located in Tirumalagiri village of Bhupalpalli district. Presently it is in Bhupalpalli district, but previously it was part of United Warangal district. So this Warangal district is placed on the world map because of the Pandavula Gutta. And you know, children, the rock paintings consists of hunting, fishing, and fighting scenes, or the animals also they used to paint. The animals like bison, antelopes, scorpions, crocodiles, these wild goats, these kind of animals also they have painted. And if you look at some of the rock sites available or present in Telangana region, there is a map given in the textbook, page number 49. You can look at that map, and there is a place Ramagundam in Peddapalli district, Asifabad in Asifabad Komaram Bhim district, and there are many other places where it is pointed out the rock art sites. That means on the rocks, when you put the painting, it is called as a rock art site. And who put these all? The early man. Some thousands of years ago they have painted them, but still they are surviving. See. And if you look at the hunter-gatherers in our times, do we find any hunter-gatherers in our times? Have you ever gone for hunting? Are we hunter-gatherers? No. We go for hunting, but we are not the hunter-gatherers, isn't it? We lead a settled life. Hunter-gatherers of, there are several groups of people, even now also, they sustain themselves by hunting and gathering. They hunt and they gather the food. So, this food they enjoy. And in our state, the Yanadis and Chenchus are present. Chenchus, the tribal people who live in the forest. The Chenchus of Adilabad and the Yanadis of Nalamala. These people still live in the same way of hunting and gathering the food. And scholars have tried to live with them and understood their lives. And from many such studies done all over the world, historians try to imagine the lives of the people who live in the forest some thousands of years ago. Many of them were started living with them, these Chenchus who are presently, even they are leading a hunter-gatherer life. So these people had a life who gather the food still today. They migrate from place to place like nomads. Yesterday I was telling you about the nomads. So nomads mean people who migrate from one place to another place. So tomorrow we shall learn about the shared living children and some other parts. Thank you.